Well, good morning. I thought we'd do a little project today. I've never done this before. We'll see how it turns out in a camper. This is my old 2000 Alpenlight camper. There's some videos on it. And I thought I'd upgrade and do a little backsplash. My wife's into this teal, kind of a teal motif. See, you got the placemats and got some baskets, silverware, some other stuff. So I've dropped down the hood because behind the stove top, I think I'm going to put these peel and stick tiles. It says you can't put them on wallpaper. Well, we're going to give it a try. I got a microfiber cloth here so it doesn't leave any lint. I'm thinking help keep that real clean. And I got some 91% rubbing alcohol. Wipe it down real good, let it dry, and then we'll try to see if we can't put some of these tiles on here. I got them off of Amazon. They're about $27 or so. Ordered them in the afternoon. They were on the porch the next morning. So I went to the big box stores. I went to, I think, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, and nobody had any of these in stock. 2 to 3 days they could get them, but you couldn't. I really wanted to see them, hold them in my hand before I installed them to see if they'd match, because from the picture you can't really see how teal that is. What? I think it's working. So I said, well, if I can't hold the ones at the store, I might as well just get it online and risk it. Also, the price at the stores are $5.50 or so each, and these are under $3. I got 10 of them for 27 bucks. With tax and everything, it was 29 bucks. So still under $3 a piece instead of $5.50. So hopefully they'll stick to the wall. If not, I'll peel them back off and put some spray adhesive on there, and that'll stick. I'm going to pull this hot water switch off. I'm going to go around that. I'm going to go up 24 inches. I don't know where that comes to, but we'll see how that comes out. And then I'm going to go up behind the hood and remount the hood against, it fits flush against here, the hood. So the peel and stick tiles will be up behind there and it'll be bolted, and it'll help hold the top edge on there anyway. The bottom, well, we'll see. And then I don't know, I'm just going to go up to the trim in the corner, just go flat. It's not going to reach. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go all the way to this wood trim or leave I think there's going to be like 2 or 3 inch gap there if it's going to be even 12 by 12 squares. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to do. I'll show some pictures as a little bit more as I get done. So the directions say one side's jagged. I see the jagged side, and one side is straight. So this jagged side, you're supposed to, when you're on the first tile for the corner, you're supposed to cut this a straight line so the tiles fit in. You don't have the jagged edge there. So I'm going to cut that off. I got this square here. Hopefully, in this box cutter, I put a brand new blade in. Hopefully, I'll be able to cut a straight line. And hopefully, the camper corner is actually square. We're going to find out real soon. Anyhow, let me give that a try. Well, the tile part cuts through pretty easily, but as you can see, the backing, the adhesive backing, is still stuck on there. But I'm not going to keep cutting on it to get to that backing. I'm just going to fold this back, or with one hand. Come on. Fold this back, because all the tiles are cut. Well, it did cut okay, but it didn't cut all the way through. That adhesive backing, the part you discard, was pretty tough to cut. But the tiles themselves, the little part you're going to put on the wall, cut pretty easily, and that's all cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel it off from there. It says peel one corner, don't peel the whole thing off. And then line it up and slowly peel the backing off it as you apply it to the wall. So we'll give that a try and we'll see. Hopefully everything will line up and the wall's square, and this will fit in the corner. I'm going to put that first one right there in that corner. We'll see. Well, it's not horrible. Looks like it's going to be on there. I got it in the corner. And then you got to turn the other one with they actually overlap. So this edge is straight on this side. But you can see it's got some white on there. And you actually overlap the next one where that jagged side is over the top of that. So there is an edge that kind of overlaps. Hopefully it's going to be okay. We'll see. Camper was square-ish down at the bottom. That trim is not exactly straight, but if you stand back and eyesight's not real good, it goes up to that trim pretty good. We'll see how when I cut that next one for the top, how good that goes. But that's going to be covered, that edge, by the hood, because you can see the hood covers quite a bit of it, at least the bottom part. Some on the sides. We'll see. All right, we're going to cut off the next one. I think I will cut that one. And you see I pulled out the hot water heater switch. So we're going to have to cut a hole up in the corner of that. And of course it doesn't go all the way. So this can be a U shape in the top. Make it slightly smaller, that hole. That way that plate, when it screws on, will hold that in place. But I'll have to put the top one on before I put that plate back in. The upper tile also. And then that should hold those edges in at least. We'll see. Well, I'm thinking about just going one high. I did get that switch cut out. That was a bit of a challenge. I got them overlapping, the two sheets pretty close. Close enough. And I'm thinking, just go to the edge here, one tile high. Stand back. I can always add another one later, I suppose. But that seems to be, I think that looks okay. A lot easier just do one level, because I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting to get that vent hole in there. Or at least some cutting. And that one's going to be a bit of a tricky cut to get that to come to the edge flush. I want to come all the way to that wood trim. So it is a bit of a challenge to cut through these and then line them up, especially where you got this jagged edge and you want all the spacing between the ends exactly the same, and then you want it to be flush against that bottom trim. So you got to just take your time and go slow. I did wreck one tile out of 10 so far. Of course, that's to be expected. I needed 8, so I ordered 10. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I thought I needed 8, but so far I've only used 3. So I'll use a partial here. That'll be 4. One over there is 5, and one on the end is going to be 6. So we might just call it good at 6 tiles. Anyhow, I'll show when I get it done. Well, it's not perfect, but it does match the toaster and the coffee pot pretty well. The decor. I think I'm just going to go the 12 inches tall. It was hard enough cutting it. I pulled that window frame out, went in behind the window frame to give it a more finished look. There's a little bulge in the wall a little bit right there, so yeah, I made a bit of a challenge, but I think it came out okay. If you don't squint and look too close, you got vintage eyes, I think it looks okay. So step back a little bit. A little color and a little personality to it. The camper's 26 this year, so it's to be expected. The walls aren't going to be in perfect condition. I've tried to keep it up the best I can, but you know, age happens. So anyway, that's got today. What I got done today. Hopefully this can maybe give you an idea of something that you could do to spruce up your camper a little bit. I'm sure you could do this on a trailer or anything that's got a wall on it. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted on, after we use it a few times, whether it sticks to that wallpaper. Seems like it will. That stuff is super, super sticky. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I hope this can help somebody out. Have a great day.